Okay, this is the Galaxy Note 7. My personal experience over the past week. Now, I'm not going to get into any of the technical reviews because you can see many YouTube reviews. I've watched them personally on them. This is just my personal experience with the Galaxy Note 7. First of all, I'm going to start with the negatives. There's only two of them. I screen capture a lot. And usually with the Galaxies you can palm swipe to capture, and it's not as easy with this particular note. Not the biggest deal in the world. Most people don't care about that. Personally, to me, it's kind of a bummer. Another one is Google Voice typing. It's okay, but it's not the best in the world. With it, I have noticed with the newer notes and the newer Galaxies, it has gotten a little bit worse, but it's still pretty decent for what it is. So that's the only two negatives I have. Outside of that, I still personally recommend the Note 7. Everything it has to offer is just phenomenal compared to even the Note 5. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a few things that I feel has enriched my life since I've gotten it. First of all, as you can see, we have the camera and the phone. Alright, but in this bottom here, which says Samsung Pay, oops, let's try that again. Samsung Pay, I can pay straight from the lock screen if I want to pay wirelessly. I don't have to, do any special preparations. I can enter my PIN or pay with fingerprint. If my fingerprint would work. There we go. It normally works. But anyways, 9 times out of 10 my fingerprint works the first time. But I usually end up doing that at places that allow me to do wireless pay. Another nice thing that came out with the Galaxy Note 5, and they also included it with the Galaxy Note 7, is the fact that there are 25 apps per page. I don't have all my apps, unfortunately. I don't know what happened to everything. I had it full, but anyways, so it allows you to do 25 apps per page. So that's really cool. You can do different themes. Right now I have it set to a theme that I bought. You can buy different themes. The nice thing about this one compared to the Galaxy Note 5 is that you can put separate icons on separate themes, so you don't have to be stuck with the icons the theme provides. So if you want Hello Kitty icons on a space theme, there you go. I'm not saying there's a Hello Kitty theme. I'm not sure. I don't personally look that stuff up. But anyways, moving right along, as you notice, the Note 7, if you've seen other reviews, has an Edge screen. They have made an Edge before, the Galaxy Note 4 Edge. A really nice phone. My brother has one, and I got to play with it a little bit, and it's really nice. It has all the same features that the Galaxy Note 4 Edge does, except even more. Similar to the Galaxy S7 Edge, except you get even more edge panels. I believe up to 64, at least that's what the reviews say. So you can just swipe through. That one right there is like a messaging panel. You can view my messages. Pull it up if I want to. You can have your apps here. RAM status, which there are 4 gigabytes of RAM. These right here start out with the Galaxy S6 Edge. When someone calls you, the edges will light up that color. For instance, my brother will light up a teal green. My friend Alex will light up a yellow. My mother, an orange. My other friend, purple. And my fiance, blue. So, they have a compass, a flashlight, and a ruler. Quick tools, which are pretty cool. Messenger. Now for the Messenger, you have to put shortcuts to the message or on the home. That is not what I wanted. So as you can see, Messenger shortcuts in order to put it on there. As you can see, there's also a secret folder that took place of the privacy settings in the previous Galaxies. It's a little bit better because you can hide different apps, such as you can have a separate Facebook account or separate email without anybody else knowing. It's like your own private email. If you're a CIA agent or something like that, you can put photos on there, like photos of family, if you don't want anybody to see, and they're completely hidden away where nobody can see them. And you can set it to a password or your iris, which, by the way, this does have an iris scanner that works really good. If you want to see it work, there are review videos that show it. So anyways, getting back to the Edge panel, there's a lot more shortcuts to it that I personally do not have activated right now. But yeah, so another nice thing, I'm not sure if my phone is set to do it right now. Like the Note Edge, it also has a night clock, or it can do the always on display, either way, but it sucks up battery. And yeah, so while I have the screen off, I'm going to show you something real quick. Stylus is blue with a gold trim. So this comes up and you can take notes. You can choose to save or delete, so you need to take a quick note. You know, if you're calling to pay a bill online or on the phone and they got to give you that 16-digit confirmation number, and you need to take that. You can save or delete, either way. Not the biggest deal in the world. You have this thing hanging here. You got create note, Smart Select, and this one here you can create an animated GIF, which is pretty cool. I plan to use that on a friend of mine's wedding. I've already created one, and it works out pretty decent for what it is. You got screen write, obviously. Translate's really cool. It'll actually translate a word from one language to the other, and it will also pronounce the word for you, which is pretty cool. You got magnify for people who can't see the screen, and glance, which allows you to see what's going on in an app running in the background. Kind of took away from the multi-window. The Galaxy Note 4 had where you could have 5 different windows running in the background. You would just hit the little circle like a Facebook Messenger, and it would pop up, and you can view it, and then hit it, and it would pop back down. I thought it was cool. Didn't really have a use for it, and some people didn't. Some people did. Either way. It was cool, just one of those extra things, you know, kind of like on the Apple Watch where you can doodle and send it to another Apple Watch. It's not really necessary, but it's cool. So anyways, now in the app folder, you can also have folders in the app folder, in the app menu. You probably already knew that, but I thought that was worth mentioning. So obviously with Android you can have widgets. I don't have all my widgets out, so unfortunately for some reason they disappeared on me. Normally doesn't ever happen, but anyways. Another nice thing here is you pull the screen down, see your quick settings here, and you pull it down even further and see some more quick settings. Of course, you got your brightness here, which I'm going to actually increase. And also another thing you have here is this blue light thing. Apparently in the middle of the night, if you see blue lights, you know, if someone calls you or texts you and you got to turn your phone on, you turn this blue light filter on. It's not so painful on the eyes. Anyways, one nice thing, if I can turn it off, one nice thing that they have included with this is that when you go to pull down your quick settings, instead of having to go into settings, find the setting for the certain thing you want, they have the shortcut to the setting that you're playing with, or the direct jump to the actual setting. So it's really nice. So I don't have to actually go into settings and then try to find it in here. So it works out. And settings have been cleaned up a little bit. So a little bit different than the other notes, but not very hard to learn. And you got advanced features here, one-handed operation, quick launch, camera, which you tap the double tap the home button. It works out really well. Palm swipe to capture. It's one of my negatives. And that's awesome because we're going to turn that off. So anyways, So with the battery, a couple nice little options with battery here. They don't have ultra power saving mode anymore. What they do is they, like computers, have mid and maximum power saving mode. You can't see it on the screen. I'll zoom in here. Mid and maximum. What's nice about that is you put it on mid, you can customize different things, different apps to minimize. You can customize your screen brightness, the blue light filter, a lot of different things on this particular one. I'm not going to get into detail because there's videos on it, but it's kind of a cool new way of saving power. And it actually tells you how much power you have remaining based on how much is on your battery. Like I'm 41%, so I have 10 hours remaining. But if I go to mid, 12 hours. If I go to max, 29 hours. So that's kind of cool. So another nice thing is that they've done is on all the Galaxy Notes you have one-handed operation. Now with the Note 2 you were able to choose what you wanted to make one-handed. So if you just wanted your keyboard to be one-handed, you could do that. Now on the Note 4 you could not do that. You had to have it either all or none. Now on this one you can actually select the layout of your keyboard, which is actually really cool. We're going to go and do this here if I can find it. Keyboard layout, and you can actually see, you can choose how long, how tall it's going to be, how wide it's going to be. So without having to sacrifice making the calculator and the phone dialer smaller, you can make the keyboard smaller. You can choose to take away the numbers, which I don't know why you would do that, because in my opinion that's what makes the Samsung phones worthwhile, is having those numbers there. But you can take it out. Alternative characters, I guess you can, oh yeah, so you can take away the alternative characters, so when you press and hold you're not having to get all different characters again. Don't know why you would take that out. I think that's nice to have, but whatever. So I already have it set to the way I like, so I'm not going to show you. Again, you can look at different review videos. This is just my first impression. So far, it's been super fast, super awesome. The bad thing about having an edge screen is the screen protectors. You cannot get the tempered glass, at least not through Zag. You would have to get their standard screen protector. It's kind of a rubbery, plasticky feel. It's still a nice screen protector, but they tend to peel and bubble. I have seen third-party screen protectors that are tempered glass. Thought about trying one out. There's one at Verizon. I'm going to chat with them, see what colors they have. Personally, I kind of want to stick with the blue color since I have the blue phone. I've been going black and white for a good long time. I think I like to branch out and do some interesting colors. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of different neat little things. The iris scanner, again, works super well. Another nice thing, you get onto the camera here, and you can actually flip it up and get the selfie. Flip it back, you get the regular camera. If you swipe this way, you get all the modes, get all the filters. If you swipe this way, you get all the different modes. The Pro, you can adjust everything manually. You got panorama, surround shot, dual camera, animated GIF. You can actually create your own animated GIF. Not as good as doing it through the Smart Select, because you can take a video of something and then make an 15-second animated GIF out of the Smart Select. GIF or GIF, I don't know how you say it. I'm going to say GIF just because I can. And I got a lot of different things. I haven't experimented with everything. Really haven't had the time, but yeah. So a lot of neat little things. You can control how many apps you have on each page. You can do 25, 20, or 16. I personally like how I have I personally like how I have 25 on there. I like more apps on one page, less pages. So the one thing you have to understand is that the Galaxy Note 7 has a micro USB-C. So it's the first line of Samsung phones to come out with micro USB-C. We'll attempt to show it to you. OtterBoxes like to protect all their ports here. That's a micro USB-C. Definitely interesting. What's nice about it is you can plug it in either way. There is no certain way you have to plug it in. Personally, I think everything should be like the lightning cables, where there is no centerpiece. So if someone who's drunk, they had a great party and they're trying to charge their phone and they just try to jam the cord in there, you don't have to worry about breaking that center port, which is something that I've seen a lot of people with Galaxy S3s and S4s come in about. They do have some neat little cases with the Galaxy Note 5. I got the OtterBox commuter because I've never had an edge screen and I kind of want to protect it. They have one that is a battery pack that wirelessly charges the phone because it does have the built-in wireless charger, fast charger. And both the battery pack and the phone are water resistant up to 5 feet for 30 minutes. Samsung's official saying on that. So if you accidentally drop it in water, it's not the end of the world. Now, on that, it is not something that you should always do. I don't ever recommend doing it. If you do it and you find that your speaker is distorted, it's because water's gotten in there. All you have to do is just blow it out like you blew a Nintendo game, very easy. There's kind of no way of stopping that. But the phone isn't damaged at all because of water. So I haven't tested it. I've tested my watch. I have the Samsung Galaxy Gear S, and it's never failed me, so I assume the Note would be the same. So that's pretty much it. It's something I personally recommend. It's $349 for a 2-year contract price, or I think $30 to $35 with installment billing per month. I'm not sure. I'm not going to speak for any mobile company. Stop by your local mobile company or stop by Best Buy. We handle Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, and get yours today because in all honesty, I think it's really good. If you're already considering the Galaxy S7 Edge, the Note 7 Edge physically is just a tad bit bigger, not even that much bigger. And it's definitely a nice phone. Still has the 5.7-inch screen, however, it's smaller. One other cool thing I forgot to mention, when you go into camera, you can record in 4K like the Galaxy Note 4 and 5, but, oh, look at that, I got a notification. But the coolest thing is that while you're recording, in the previous phones, you could only, one, record up to 5 minutes on 4K, now you can do 10, and 2, you could only take screen captures. See, I'm taking screen captures here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's taking it. Using 1080p. Now you can do it at 4K, so you don't have to be limited to 1080p if you want to take pictures while recording. Something cool. I thought it was awesome. I'm all about taking pictures and recording videos, hence the 43-some-odd thousand pictures I have on my phone. Another nice thing about the Galaxy Note as opposed to the Galaxy S7 Edge is both of them can take a 256 gigabyte SD card up to it, but the Galaxy Note 7 has 64 gigabytes of internal memory, which in my opinion makes up for the only 4 gigabytes of RAM, which I don't think it needs anymore, but hey, that's me. So again, another reason to go for the Note 7 as opposed to the Galaxy S7 or S7 Edge. So please leave comments of any questions you have, and I will do my best to answer them in a timely manner. Thank you very much.